everyone, Jessie Bear Builds here, and in today's video we are going to be doing part 2 of the Occult Townhouses. So in the previous video, which was part 1, we did a dark and mysterious house for vampires, and the occult we're going to be doing today, which is a little bit different, is mermaids. So I thought we'd do something a bit more bright and colourful, and you'll definitely see that as this video goes on. So let's jump straight into it. So as you can see, we're back in Twin Oracle Point, and the vampire house we did last week is just here. So I've already selected a few items from debug, and I've just sort of put them at the back of the lot there because I might be using them later on. So I'm going straight in now with our shell. I'm going to go for this blue Lovestruck wallpaper and contrast it with some pink. Add some pebbles on the roof here because I thought it kind of looks a bit beachy. Now with this build it's going to be a lot brighter and a little bit more comical, I'll say, compared to the vampire's townhouse, but there will be a consistent theme and you'll see that as we go on. So we've added a balcony here, and I'm just sort of putting in some tiles on top to match the floor that we've got down there. And then out in the front here, I'm going to grab some of these rocks from Island Living Debug, and I'm just going to create a sort of a fake beach in the front garden. And these fences here are also from Debug, and I thought that they were very nice and they suited the theme massively. So I'm just throwing in a few more debug items here. We've got this starfish, and I'm going to use the terrain tool here, and I'm just going to create a little beach out the front. So we'll add the sand around this one. We'll choose a different swatch here for the water. So we've got this one, which is, I think, from Getting Together, but it's very bright and colourful. And again, I think most of this is from Island Living there, just to sort of make the front look bright and colourful. And then we'll add another one of these debug fences here, either side of the stairs. And then I'm going to add these Get Famous shell wall sculptures. Here we have the finished front. So I used some of the new plants as well from the recent update, so just to test out, I guess, the roof plants also, because I thought that that little bit of roof needed a little bit of colour. And here we have the floor plan. We're going to have a kitchen here, a living room here, a bedroom at the back, and a bathroom just there. And then downstairs, I've added the pools, because obviously a mermaid needs a pool. So we're going to have this is like a giant entryway, I guess. And then the apartment's going to be upstairs. So I'm going to make this into like a little spa area at the back here. And then again, I'm just going to add some debug rocks, add some coral, and these really cool swirly flowers from Island Living as well. And then I'm going to add from Get Together these bubble and steam vents. And then as you can see, I've sort of sectioned it off with some fencing. I'm going to add some more starfish here, and then just copy the entryway that I've added to the spa area, just so there's access to both of the pools here. And then we'll put these plants in, and then I also changed my mind on the wall swatches here, so I think I'm actually going to brighten this up a little bit, and it kind of ends up looking like a Barbie mermaid sort of build here. And I'm just going to move these windows over, add some more columns on the ends of the spa area down here, and then I'm able to drag the wallpaper all the way along, and then it looks better than just having a change in wallpaper without something sectioning it off. And then again, I'm going to go for these Island Living curtains and just add these to the windows here, and the same on these ones at the front. And then some of these water features, the Romantic Garden pack, I think these are from, and then some more of these plants here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in mermaid artwork into the gallery, and then if you filter it by rooms, it gives you loads of content that other simmers have created and uploaded to the gallery. So if you find the one that you like, this lovely one here is from AJ, and then I'm going to place the room, and then you can actually use the paintings in your builds, and it still classes as base game as well. And then I have got this painting here of Vlad, and I'm just going to size it down and put it around the edge of these paintings, so then they look a bit more grand, I guess. And then we'll pop some of these Lovestruck pink palm trees in. I've gone really overboard with the entryway here, and I just think that it suits the mermaid vibe. It's bright, it's colourful, and here we go. So you come down here, we've got the nice spa area. I've popped a fountain in there. There's loads of like sea sort of themed things here, but I've also kept it really pretty and girly, and I just think it works really well. So this is like the ridiculous part of the build anyway. And then upstairs we are going to have like a fully functional apartment for the mermaid to live in. I thought we needed some water because that's pretty much all a mermaid needs in The Sims. And now we're going to jump upstairs and start with the kitchen. So I've gone for these Realm of Magic sides here. So there will be a bit of a consistent pink and blue theme going on throughout the whole of the upstairs here, just because I feel like those colours definitely suit the mermaid vibe. And then we will pop a stove in here. I decided to change the colour of the fridge. And then we're going for the sleek bathroom tiles here in the green. And then I'm going to contrast it with the pink Mosaic Dream base game tiles on the other side of the room. And then we'll use the tiles on the floor here from Businesses and Hobbies. And then we'll just size down this nice blue rug here, pop that under the sink. And then using the 9 key, I'm just going to hide these curtains and change the colour just because I feel like they were the best curtains that sort of looked good with the windows that we added. We'll use these modern luxe curtains, and then we will also add these from Island Living just to sort of layer them up a bit. And now it's time to add loads of random clutter to the kitchen area. Ta-da! I've jumped forward, but here is all the clutter in the kitchen, and then we'll use these lights on top. So now jumping out into the balcony, I'm going to add the dining table out here because I didn't really have much room for it in the kitchen. So we got 4 chairs there. We'll put a tea tray on the table. We'll add one of these massive plants from Get Together, size up some pebbles as well, just to sort of keep with the theme. So we're going to add a barbecue, and I'm also going to add a sprinkler outside so the mermaid sim can like play with the water on the balcony. And then we'll use this as a table here. I know it's a stool, but I quite like the way that it's like draping over. It almost looks like water, I guess. And then again, got to stay hydrated, so we'll put the water on there. I think that's all we really need for the balcony. So we're going to jump in now to the living room, and I'm just trying to decide what sort of items to use. I really like the sort of blow-up couch, and I think it just looks almost like something you take to the beach, so I thought we'll go for that one in here. And then I've added a TV to the wall, and I'm actually going to use this aquarium, push it up against the TV, so the aquarium actually becomes a TV. It's a bit different, and why not? So I'm going to grab these debug fish, and I'm going to size them down, and using the 9 key, I'm actually going to just slot these into the aquarium. And I'm going to put a starfish as well, using the 9 key, just raise that up and put that on top of the rock. Now for the bathroom, I'm going to go for this sort of blue colour here. I actually don't know what happened to my footage of the bathroom, but as you can see, the bathroom is complete there, and you'll see it in the reveal at the end. And then we'll go for the same wallpaper as outside, and we're just going to grab this shelf of mermaid artwork. Now I'm pretty sure there's a mermaid tarot. Yes, there we go. We'll add Vlad's frame just around that one and pop those back there. And then for bedside tables, I think these ones here from the Blooming Rune kits are perfect for this room. So again, we're just going to go for the pink and the green theme in this room, or pink and blue, I guess. It's sort of a mix of both blue and green. Got to have the fish tank next to the bed there. And then we will go for the open wardrobe. We'll use this old basement treasures mirror here, and then we'll just add some of these lights. Now I know these are pool lights, but I think that they just look really cute in the room. And again, more pebbles just to sort of give it a nautical feel. I'm going to use the 9 key and lift up a plant and pop it into this vase here, just so it's something a little bit different. We'll put the shell chair over here with some pillows on top, because I realized that we needed a vanity in this room. So I'm going to pop the vanity in the corner here, and then we are just going to change some of the swatches, add a rug. Ooh, and then we'll size up one of these starfish and put it in the middle of the bed so it's almost like a starfish pillow. And then for activities and skills, now I know that sirens sort of like draw people in with their singing, so we put a microphone in there, and then we will pop an easel in here just because there was some artwork already on the floor, I guess. And we'll pop this lovely painting up there. And there we have our mermaid townhouse. Now, it's definitely a lot brighter and a lot more chaotic than the vampire one, but I think that that's sort of, I like it. I like the contrast. So inside here, we've got our very pink, almost looks like a Barbie dream house mermaid downstairs area. So this is the entryway. We've got a pool just as you come in, and then moving forward we've got the nice sort of fountain area. I just use a 9 key to raise that up so it sort of sits on top of the water. And then to the back over here we have got the little spa area that I made, which I absolutely love the spa area. I think this is really cute and I really want to swim in it. And in live mode you can sort of see all the bubbles and the steam coming out of the water. And then up the stairs from down there we've got the kitchen, and then we've got the dining area here that overlooks looks into the vampire's coffin room, I think that is, at the front of the house. And then we've got our nice bright living room in here with the aquarium TV and a little desk. And then moving forward, this is the bathroom that I made. It's very blue and green. I sort of put the bath on a platform because I can imagine the mermaid sat there with her tail just like over the side of the bath. And then this is our mermaid bedroom. So we've got the wardrobe, we've got some skill items, and we've got the bed just there. So that was our mermaid townhouse, which was definitely a little bit different to the one we did last time, which was the vampire townhouse. A lot less traditional maybe, I guess, and a bit more bright and colourful, but that's what I like about this sort of video, is that every house is going to be very, very different. So maybe the next one might be traditional, or we might do something a bit even more magical, or something futuristic. Who knows? You'll have to wait and see for the next video. But if you enjoyed this one, please do subscribe to my channel as a new YouTuber. It would mean a lot to me. And also, if you want to see any other videos in the future or challenges or anything like that, just leave a comment down below. I have been Jessie Bear Builds, and I will see you in the next one.